Hey everyone, welcome back to more Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate. I'm DisturbingPuppet. We have a Reaper set up, so we are good to go on that. We've got the research done. He popped up on the map, so I guess we're going to go take him on. I think I've got an okay squad we can throw out there, so we'll see how that goes. There hasn't been any patches or anything to the most recent big patch or hotfixes or anything, so I still feel like it's really oddly bright, and the interface and everything is looking a little weird, and it could just be that I was used to the way it looked before and they sort of changed it. I'm not sure, but it definitely looks different. All right, we're going to go in and hit this. We'll see how it goes. If it's a really long mission, it might get broken up into two. The other thing that's kind of weird is I did do one of these gates, and before it was kind of darkened off, and now they all look kind of the same. But yeah, whatever. So we've got probably the same team we took out last time, just swapping out the chaplain for a Justicar. Everyone else, I think, is good to go. So hopefully everything's fine. We are working on getting the ship repaired completely. So we'll see how bad this could be. Alright, I've completed repairs to the Edict's hull. It's a relief to know she can withstand a battering now, but Commander, do not take that as a license to expose her to unnecessary risk. Hull restored to max. I do have 14 servitors. What are my options? Speeding up building, not really a big deal. I don't have the guys for it anyway, or the servers for it anyway. We can get research faster. I can get an exterminatus. That's basically it. When you deem a planet beyond redemption, you can declare exterminatus upon it, wiping out all traces of corruption and all of its inhabitants. However, we must first conduct extensive rites in order to prepare the atmospheric incinerator torpedoes for secure deployment. I'm going to try to avoid doing that. I think we'll just go with increasing the research speed, although I'm kind of running out of stuff to research, honestly. I might want to do this eventually anyway, because it will, if I have to do repairs, it'll speed up the repairs as well. So, I mean, eventually I might want to do this. Maybe we'll do it after. I feel like we're doing research pretty quickly. Got 3 days, we'll have our research set, the next one done. I'm kind of running out of things to research. There we go, that's probably research. Or not.
Commander, I have disturbing news. The ranking engineer in the Manufactorum was caught accessing restricted Grey Knight archives. This is surely the work of our enemy.
Denial. Corruption scans return negative, and interrogation has extracted no relevant data. Access transgression likely made in error.
Nurgle's servants are devious. He should be purged along with any of his close associates.
Alternative. Demotion and access restriction. Manufactorum personnel is already limited.
So, we can demote him and have nothing happen. We can purge him. Current construction project will be cancelled. Not a huge deal. Convert it to a servitor. Current construction project will be cancelled. Either way. Inquisitor Vakir should interrogate. That means she'll be unavailable, which means that she won't be able to give me stratagems while we're doing the next mission. She might actually come on the next mission, so it might not affect that. But it also could mean that maybe we have to go in without her, and normally we'd have her. I'm not sure. I'm kind of... I mean, I'm kind of leaning to just demoting, but it's either demote or convert to a servitor, in my mind. Those are kind of the options. Either way, losing the current project isn't a big deal. So maybe I should go for the safer option just in case, because really the negative isn't that big a deal. Although I may not have enough servitors to restart the same construction project again. Alright, let's just, I mean, supposedly, I don't know that Nurgle servants are devious. Tzeentch's servants are devious. It seems odd that the transgression be made in error, though. Yeah, let's play it a little safer. Let's convert him to a servitor.
Yes, a full mind conversion should do the trick.
Compromise. Acceptable.
Okay. So research is done. Surge prevention 1, so reduce the warp surge by 100%. So we could slot that in if I want to. I'm not sure I would. As you know, the use of psychic disciplines can wear at the veil that separates us from the warp. In your archives, I discovered an obscure monograph that outlines a process by which the separation can be partially restored. There are limits, but it should allow your knights a freer hand to make full use of their psychic powers. So we'll get research, and then we'll look at construction and see if I have anything. Reduce warp surge by 100% for 3 turns. That's quite good. It does use pretty much all of my yellow seed up, which is unfortunate. I have to kind of prioritize getting that back at some point. What else can we do? Knight gets their willpower back. All knights get 3. That's blue. We can burn through blue. That's fine. I don't know I would ever use any of these. So this eventually gets us to what? Does the blast. Psychic blast gets rid of mutations. This stuns enemies. Well, it does 3 stun hits essentially to the enemies, which isn't that big a deal. The others affect like my stratagems and how many uses I have. This one's just a basic kind of upgrade. Yeah, I don't really think any of these are that important. This one's actually pretty good. If I had this, I might use this. So I'm just going to go with one that's useful. We'll go ahead and work on that. Okay, and then construction-wise, I don't know if we have enough. Yeah, I'm 1 short. So I can't actually do anything as I'm 1 servitor short. Even though I just turned him into a servitor, I don't have enough servitors. I'll have enough servitors shortly because we get some, I think, every couple days. We've almost got our new librarian back from his training, but we're not going to deploy him here anyway.
Inquisitor, we have arrived at the designated planet. I sense something vile below.
For a certainty, my codex has revealed much. It is the Reaper of the Mortar Strain, Malathian the Harvester.
That is a familiar name. I believe it was Grandmaster Vormund who faced a demon by that name centuries past.
Oh? How did he fare?
The Grand Master was victorious and fell.
We must not underestimate its power. Commander, let us deploy our squads and begin the hunt below.
Squads as in multiple? Probably not. Okay, it's 5 requisition. We get -5 corruption on the planet. Corruption level's 5, so it's going to go up quite a bit. We have Malathian the Harvester, Reaper of the Mortar Strain, has been located below. As a vile avatar of fear and death, he leads a ceaseless army of plague bearers that inflicts curses through his effigies of corruption. So this does willpower drain, interferes with psychic abilities. Potentially a bit of an issue. Okay, so this was the group we took out last time. I think we're going to stick with everybody except for Thawne. So we're going to take a Justicar instead to help buff and give people additional actions. The question is, which Justicar do we take? Iolanthus has good close combat damage capabilities. I think his weapon, close combat, is doing 7, good crit chance. His gun is okay at 5. He's got 12 willpower. Malchus has 14 willpower, so he's got a bit more. His sword does less damage. His gun does less damage. It does do bleed effects. I think he's got multiple parries on his sword, though. It's autos. Yeah, multiple parries, 85% chance. It's not guaranteed, but it's pretty good. And then the other one is Boars. We haven't actually taken out in a while. 4 damage. His gun does have armor break. 4 on his sword. We've got him currently equipped with crack grenades. We could change that to something else. He's got 3 available, so that's fairly useful. He's only got 9 willpower, though, so if I want to go just straight willpower, it's Malchus. If I want to go hitting power and kind of a mixed, then we're kind of going for Iolanthus. I do have Demon Bane on Boars, but it's not a huge bonus. It's only plus 10% crit for melee and ranged. So, I mean, that's not a massive improvement. The crack grenades are nice, but Iolanthus is 8, Malchus is 7. I think I'm going to take Iolanthus just because we can dish out more damage with him. No auto abilities at all, but yeah, I can do quite a bit more damage if I get close. And we've got a good amount of willpower. I think that's what we do. We take out as many good people as we can. So we've got armor break, we've got close combat damage and buffing, we've got just general psychic abilities, and then of course we've got some healing. Stratagems. Do I want to change anything up? So the extra armor is quite helpful, the extra actions is helpful, the heal is nice. We've got prognosticars, so everybody heals 6 is quite good. I think I only have 2 uses of the first 2, and then just 1 for the others. Mass Purification is decent because of the Purify. The heal 2 isn't that big of a deal, but it gives us essentially 2 heals. This could be a really long one, so that might be helpful. Like I said, I don't know how long this one's going to be. If it is really long, I'll break it up into 2, but I think this is a good squad. See how it goes, though. Oh, I see big ol' fist. The giant sword. 4 tiny little knights looking at him. They're all kind of fuzzy, though. Yeah, we're definitely ready if he's got armor. Other abilities and things could be a bit of an issue. We can use Kalmar to keep the Warp Surge down, but it does require him to use a lot of willpower. If there's a lot of like poxwalkers and stuff, we can get a lot of willpower by just killing stuff. But it'd be nice to keep the warp surges from happening, for sure. I'm kind of expecting it's going to be like the previous one, where we had kind of an initial area to get through, and then we go into kind of an arena, and then we're fighting the big demon. But it could just be, you know, sort of thrown in there with everything else. Yummy. Oh, he's just right there.
Ah, the whelps of the Sigilite. I had hoped to have completed my works here before I was discovered. No matter, you are only a handful.
A mere one of my brothers would be enough to deal with you, Warpspawn.
Such taunts come easy on high from a craven.
You should count yourself lucky, demon. If it were I facing you, your end here would not be swift.
Oh, truly? Perhaps I should make a game of it then. Let us see how long you can stand to watch your brother's agony from the safety of that perch of yours.
Okay, I guess we're just going to fight him directly. If that's the case, I think, actually, it won't be that long. I'm assuming. He is very healthy. He's a very healthy boy. Alright, Malathian. This is a very odd angle, I guess. Alright, so Morbus's gift. Activate a blast, area 7, 4 damage. Malathian activates Reaper's Call, summons the Effigy of Death, Effigy of Infirmity, Effigy of Despair. Superior knockback, ignore cover. I don't like the idea of... I don't know what the effigies are. That sounds bad. Those are other demons. Corrosive darkness. Target at night, range 10 to deal 2 damage. Scales with the number of demons, gains afflictions, and activates effigies. So the more demons, the more damage. Reaper's Call. Malathian creates 2 resurrection emblems. If they're not destroyed, they'll summon demons in 2 turns. Well, all of those sound quite bad. Immune to afflictions, so we can't do anything. It doesn't say immune to bleed, so he can be bled, it looks like. Yeah, it doesn't say bleed, but I don't think we have any bleed on us. He doesn't have any armor, which is too bad, because we're kind of geared up for that. 0% chance to restore a target point at the end of a turn. Scales the number of demons. What? Restore a target point? What does that even mean? Malathian will summon an effigy, will support him and impede the player. Bile Sword. Targets in a line, 6 damage. Okay. That's the precision targets. Oh, we can actually see if we get a crit on him and, like, take a look and see what we can do. Interesting. Well, that's a happy angle. I mean, he is a big boy, but, I mean, come on. That's just bizarre. Alright, well, I can definitely do some damage to him before anything else happens. Do I want to go ahead and activate my armor? Probably, just in case. Let's do that. I'm assuming, I mean, it's kind of a long-term fight. He is going to get guys that are going to help him out, but I think we can do a lot of damage here really quickly. So, Harn, first and foremost. Is there anything else around? Anything interesting? Not particularly. Alright, well, we're somewhat armored. Can't shoot him from there. Do I just stand out in the open like a maniac and start shooting at him? I mean, we can, just to maximize damage. What else do I have? Emperor's Judgment. Hobbled. Alright, we've got that now. That is not really going to do much good. Alright, I mean, I don't like this position much. I could definitely get somewhere with a little bit better protection. I kind of want to do as much damage as I can, but we'll sort of play it a little bit cautiously here, at least have some cover. Alright, we'll start with you. So we're going to do, what, like 4 damage and that's it. If I Psybolt, it goes to 8 damage, which is quite good, actually. So from 4 to 8, yeah, we can do 8. Right in the face. Got a bleed on him.
Update. A blasphemous icon has been detected. Its power has been psychically linked to one of our Astartes.
Our training fortifies us against such psychic attacks.
Recommend adjusting targeting priorities.
So who's being targeted? Effigy of Despair. What the heck is it? It's not super tough. I mean, that's certainly not happy looking. Can we get any information on what that does? The Effigy of Despair. I mean, it doesn't seem to do anything, but I'm assuming it will sooner or later. We might want to destroy it. I mean, they're kind of giving me the hint that you should probably destroy that before something bad happens. I don't know who is being affected by it, though.
At your service.
Let's see. I do have Sanctified Killzone. Gotta get somewhere in range. Get a couple shots off. I can't see the other thing. I might have to send Kalmar over to deal with that. Do I want to go in close? I'll do more damage up
I am
close.
with you.
Now, I could do the Sanctified Kill Zone, which would get the Vulnerable going, which means 2 additional damage. Or I can just go for just doing some damage. If I'm going to have Kalmar... Oh, there's actually demons over there, too. If I'm going to have Kalmar go try to deal with that, that's a whole other issue. Alright, if I'm critting, I'm going to do a ton of damage. Well, okay, it'll be 9 damage. It's not a ton. What are my options? Extra damage. We can get vulnerable on him this way. Can no longer use Corrosive Darkness. Can no longer use Reaper's Call. Yeah, let's start taking abilities away. Knocked him on his butt. He didn't seem to like it very much. Basic shot. Yeah, I mean, I can do quite a bit of damage to him. What the heck is that? Can't hit anybody over here. A bit too far away. Can't hit that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to send Kalmar over there, which is unfortunate because Kalmar does more damage to demons. Let's take a regular shot here. There's always a chance that I can suffering somewhere. Oh, that's way over to the left there.
The enemy is wounded.
Yeah, he's bringing more demons in too with this. The only one who can really quickly respond is going to be Kalmar because we can teleport. Are these things demonic? If they are, then I'll do more damage. I don't think they're flesh and blood at all, so it doesn't say anything about being demonic or anything else. So I don't get a demonic bonus. That's unfortunate. Alright, what I might want to do then... Give Kalmar some extra actions. We'll send him after one of them this turn.
Seek and destroy.
And then Iolanthus, we can't actually make it anywhere. I could go charging toward him. I mean, I could move in and take a pot shot. I think we'll move in and take a pot shot. I want to keep doing damage to him, although it might cause him to do more crap. It's probably not going to do much though, is it? 3 damage. Side bolt gets it to 5. Oh, sure. Is he going to do something else here again? Please don't. Okay. Now. If I teleport over here, I can probably see through this. I'm just not sure.
We travel unseen paths.
I swear. All knights suffer 1 damage per willpower used. That is really bad. Because I'm going to be using some willpower. Well, this doesn't. How much damage is a basic shot going to do to this thing? 5. Let me kill it without using willpower, then I'll deal with the demons. So I'll do that.
Foe wounded.
Then I'll smite it, which is an action point. This doesn't use willpower.
Well done, Commander. The mere existence of such idols offends the Emperor. Burn them all.
I would like to drop the Warp Surge. It's not too high at the moment. I can't kill both of you. But I can hurt both of you. See if I can follow up with a shot and kill one of them with a shot. Okay, I can kill you, so we'll just do that.
I must sanctify my rounds.
Now, I probably should have used another stratagem to get extra action points right off the bat. I might regret that. Somebody was going to get hit here. So that was Thule taking a big shot. That just hit the armor. Good.
Strong shall stand.
Parry. Excellent. That time, not so much. There's another one over there. I didn't realize that there were more than the two that I could see. Beat up a bit.
Commander, I have analyzed the archives on Grandmaster Thorman's encounter with the demon.
What have you learned?
The beast appears to feed on the energy of its allies. It maintains an active psychic link with all of them.
Enough chatter. I come and I bring death.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
Commander.
what he wants. Alright. Thule. Yeah, you got banged up a bit, for sure. Nobody has any negative status effects. May want to start using stratagems for actions. We do have this other thing over there. And he's not getting health back or anything, so we're kind of in a position where we can do some good damage here.
Your orders.
So I think this time I'm gonna buff Fool
Strike
here.
forth, brother.
Then I'm just gonna charge in and smack the demon right in the face. I can only hit him once. We'll go for the hammer hand. Let's see. It's already gonna be a crit. Warp charge isn't gonna do anything there. What does that actually do? Inflicts bleed. He's already bleeding, so that's fine now.
Emperor, guide my hand.
Let's get rid of his other ability, I think. Let's take out the Corrosive Darkness.
Troublesome fleas. Such a wasteful distraction from my craft.
Almost got him down to half. So another. Okay, that's way back there. That's really out of the way. Now, I could try to get a heal over to Thule. I think what I want to
Praise
do...
the Emperor.
Out of ammo. I take Kalmar out of here, bring him over to start doing damage on the big guy, and then the Thule can gun these two down, I think. It'd be easier with me out of the way. So either way,
Armed and ready.
I'm going to teleport away. I do want to be somewhere relatively close. We'll just go there. Get the action back. I want to stop the warp surge from happening, so I'll take just a shot. It should do pretty good damage. 6. Side bolting it only goes up to 7. I'm gonna hold off. It's only 1 damage. We'll do a regular shot here. Okay, he's now below 50, and then I'm going to drop the Warp Surge. I feel like the Warp Surge is going to be really bad here if we let it go. Alright, so now I just need to get in a position to see you two. I kind of need to see both of you, so let's
As ordered.
go around. Now, if I hit the statue, that will almost kill both of you, so let's start there. Move them around, which is unfortunate. I just want to kill these two off. I can't see him anymore.
You have been judged.
It's kind of a waste here, moving around like this. I am getting willpower back, though. I've got to move to shoot this guy. I can see them both from here, and I'm in
It will
cover,
be done.
so let's go there. But I can't actually see him? What? Really? It's not showing that would damage me? I'm gonna try it, just because I'm curious if it's actually gonna hurt me or not.
I must sanctify my rounds.
Okay, we're fine. I didn't get a reload off, which is unfortunate, so the last thing I do is reload. I think what I'm actually going to do, though, we're going to give somebody some extra actions. I'm going to give you a couple extra actions. And I'm tempted to give Iolanthus a couple extra actions and just do everything right now. Because he can really wail on him from up close. Just basic attacks is all I need to do. It's going to do a lot of damage. Kalmar can also do a lot, just taking shots. I think it's actually 1 point higher if Iolanthus does it, though. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do it. I'm gonna go for just mass damage here and just get him knocked down as much as possible. So I have to reload. And I can take a couple shots. A little far away, this isn't much damage, is it? 4 damage, because we're at long range. That's unfortunate. If I astral aim, though, we're doing 7. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's... it's only 1 turn, 2 extra damage. I can hit him twice. So that's 4... Let's just do the 5 extra damage, then. This might cause him to just spawn a whole bunch of things around that I'll have to deal with later. I'm not sure if there's a limit on, like, per turn how many he can do. And we'll just keep shooting.
Currently active icons present an extreme and present threat.
The Tech Priest is right. Destroy these foul effigies before they can do more harm.
I don't know, they're kind of out of the way here at the moment. I think they're triggering when I do a certain amount of damage to him. Or it could just be a chance when I hit him that he spawns an effigy. I can almost kill him this turn. Get him down to...
And harvest your souls.
Oh, I've heard that before. I think we can get him... because we've even got 3 shots with Harn.
I am here to serve.
So just a quick stab is going to do 7 with a 30% chance to crit.
Vengeance!
I can't do anything except vulnerable, so I might even be able to kill him here. That did a lot of damage.
This trespass does not do an Takes the essence of the Morbus!
Where did I let this go? He's activating all kinds of crap. I want this. Where are you?
Standing ready. What is your
Knocked
will?
back both of you pretty far. Okay. Well, he gave himself some armor. I can't reach him. That's unfortunate. What is this? I think he's summoning demons back. I think that's one of the things that's going on. So those demons that we took out, there's a chance they're going to come back. I think it's a couple turns, though, if I remember correctly. I don't see any close enough. I can't reach any of them. I can't reach him. I've only got one action left. All I can do is shoot him or armor up. That's it. Alright, well, not going to kill him this
What is your
time.
will?
All I can really do is move up and take a few pot shots. What do you have on you? All knights suffer 1 damage per willpower used. Well, that's unfortunate.
At your service. Here.
Yeah, all I can do is shoot. I don't know if we have enough to punch through the armor. I can take a couple shots here. Alright, yeah, we can get through his armor. Now, I let this. I can't reach him to stab him, but I can shoot him, although it's not going to do much damage. Well, it's not bad. 6.
Aye, sir.
We've almost got him dead. I could probably kill him next turn. Unless he does something crazy. Like belly flop on top of me. I think Iolanthus went bye-bye. He's kind of backing off. You're healing. Please tell me you're not healing. Got demons coming in. Alright, well, we do have this up. I don't think I can get rid of this. So I do have a way under stratagems that I can get rid of kind of some negative effects. We can purify, but I don't think that'll get rid of it. So it gets rid of afflictions, but I think the affliction is in play as long as that thing is there. But I'm not sure which one is doing it. Are you healing? I just want his info. 10 health? Yeah, he's fine. Okay, so he's got Aura of Despair. We've disabled 2 of his abilities, which I think is really good. That helped us out a lot, I think. I think I can just kill him. If I just focus on killing, I think we can kill him. So just out of curiosity, everyone is kind of banged up. I'm just going to heal a little bit. I don't think that's going to get rid of the negative stats effect. No, it didn't. Alright. So Harn could deal with demons. He's kind of busy. Iolanthes, we can buff somebody, give them some actions. We've got to kind of chase after him, though. Some actions. Then I can't reach him to do anything, so I can't reach that. I can't attack at an angle. That's the problem there. Kalmar might have to do that. Gonna wreck some of these guys' days. Not gonna kill yet. I might want him to actually get a kill, so I can soften somebody up with a shot, and then see if I can kill him.
Firing all.
So I'll let this come over and see if he can just stab him to death.
What is your will? Full. Yes, Commander.
Yeah, just take him out. He's got a chance to counter it. Hopefully he doesn't. Nice.
Glory to Zyphos.
Okay. Runs out of ammo.
Kalmar.
Kalmar. It'll take one. I really don't want these demons coming back. I think I could just kill
I am
him.
here to serve.
I think we want to at least move in a bit.
Affirmative.
Just looking the wrong way. I want to start with an astral aim. There's only one action point. It will cause me to take some damage, but I think that's okay. I mean, that might even kill him. No, he's got his armor up. So it'll do 7 damage.
I see your weakness.
Let's go for extra damage. Oh, he fell down. He's got to be almost dead then. So I'm hoping just a couple shots is all I need to kill him.
True.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I'm not sure if something else is gonna happen, or he might not die, or something crazy is gonna occur after.
I will not be
Mission accomplished. The entity has been banished.
A hard-fought battle, Commander. Well done.
Fume echoes detected. A prime seed is present below.
Excellent. We should recover it and move on as quickly as we can.
Is that it, or do we have to collect the seed? That's it. Alright, that was actually not too bad. I think because I burned a lot of extra actions there early on and just threw a ton of damage in his face, I think we're able to kind of deal with it. I just sort of ignored most of the effigies except for that one that was close, and that worked out okay. I think if I had stuck around and fighting and were just focusing on taking out the effigies constantly, we would have gotten just whittled down over time. But just focusing on him and burning him down as fast as possible seemed like the best way to go. But I'm sure all of them are quite different and do different things. But that one was not so bad. Hopefully they'll all kind of look different, have their own kind of unique looks and stuff too. Not just all sort of generic Greater Demon of Nurgle sort of look. Although he had more sumo legs rather than sort of the older ones sort of just sliding around on their big bellies and stuff. Frog legs. Giant belly. Alright, we did get banged up though. I could have healed with the stratagem before, but yeah. Everyone will probably be... Well, maybe not everyone. We'll probably have some people injured. Alright, subdue Malathian done. Malathian the Harvester has fallen, and we have recovered his prime seed. You have done well, Commander. The Inquisitor will be pleased. +9 of the blue seeds. I'm not sure what the prime seed is. I don't have a lot of requisition points. Apothecary, no. Flamer, extra range. Prometheum spray lasts longer. Nah, this is a level 3, so that's quite good. Extra damage against demonic targets, extra crit against demonic targets. That's pretty nice. It's only 5 to start with, but it could be up to 9 against demons, and then 40% extra crit against demons. That's potentially quite spicy. We have here level 3 armor. This is regular power armor, right? So it can get up to 3 armor. Extra passive equipment slot, that's quite nice too. I do actually use quite a bit of the Sacred Incense. This will automatically upgrade everybody. I would kind of like all 3 of these, honestly. This is probably going to give me the most benefit because I have quite a few guys using the Sacred Incense for +2 willpower, so this gives everybody who's using it an additional 2. The Demon Flare is really tempting. This is pretty decent for kind of regular armor. The passive equipment slot's nice. I don't have the yellow seed to upgrade this, though, at the moment. I can't upgrade the straight damage on this. So I don't even think I have enough. Yeah, I don't even have enough to grab all of them. I'm going to grab the Demon Flare, although I'm not sure who I'm going to give it to. That's really nice. I mean, I could go all in on anti-demon stuff with my Librarian, but I kind of like having the sword that gives me the chance to parry. Just as some additional protection up close. Yeah, I mean, I could potentially look at Iolanthus, but I like his just general damage, so we could look at maybe somebody else, like another Justicar. Malchus has a good one. Maybe Bors we could give this to? Or somebody else who's a bit more close combat focused. Take those. We got a promotion on Thule. He did take out the demon, after all. Oh, apparently 9 is the maximum. I kind of figured it'd go up to 10. So I just noticed it's max there, and he just maxed out. So Thule's going to level up. Iolanthus is only out for 6 days. Thule's probably about the same. Thule, what do we want? Considering this is your last promotion. I mean, we could make Sanctified Killzone better. Make Astral Aim, Armor Pierce on a Warp Charge, that's okay. What can we do here? Affliction lasts longer, that certainly makes it more useful. So we can also give it Armor Break 3, so if I Warp Charge it, it'll Armor Break 3 in the area. That's kind of cool. Or I could just go Duration, and then we could go up to a War Gear slot for grenades. So do I want grenades? Do I want... I mean, I'm probably going to focus all my willpower on shooting and astral aiming. I'm probably not going to do much else. So there's an argument to be made here for the Armor Pierce. But I have Armor Break on his weapon, so I kind of want to hit the armor so I can destroy it. I think I'm going to do this. So we'll just get the grenade. I don't know if that's the right choice, but that's what I'm doing. I don't think I can mess with his gear at the moment. Yeah, so we'll look at Thule here in a second. So we might be having a cutscene here because it's going to take a little while to load, and we get the black screen of waiting. I feel like since the patch, it's been a bit more jerky, too, and sometimes animations and things are kind of weird.
It is done. Your prognosticars signal a weakening in the strain. With a single stroke, we have ended its spread.
A victory! Yet we are not Fenrisians. We have no time for revelry while the Scourge remain.
Accurate. 4 strains of the bloom remain.
Yes, yes. There is still much work to be done. Let us not forget that self-professed Warden of the Bloom, Kadek. He will not sit idly while we wreck his master's plans.
We will be ready.
Query. What of the Prime Seed? Analysis suggests it is an artifact of significance.
I have already put a mind to that very
Sounds
matter,
almost
Dominus. With sufficient study, it could be reworked into a tool for our crusade, after the proper cleansing rituals, of course.
Fortuitous. Unburdened by command, the Brother Purifier is available to assist you.
Oh yes, quite.
Exactly what I was thinking, Dominus. I will send for you, Ektar, when you are needed.
Maybe that's something we can do research-wise. If we kind of run out of other things to do, we can do something with that. So I think we probably just have conversations and stuff here. Yeah, talk to Ektar. I do have enough now that we can start a project. So let's go back to working on the research speed. Research is set. I want to take a look at my people here before we do anything else. Alright, so Fool has a grenade slot at the moment. What kind of armor are you wearing? Currently extra movement speed, extra action point, which is really nice, extra focus. Okay. Is the focus doing me much good? Auto, yeah, return fire, mental focus, so the crit, and rapid reload. So it's increasing it from 50 to 65, so that's nice. It's not ideal. It'd be better if it was more. I could swap out the Blessed Greaves for increased focus. So I'd have more of a chance of that happening, but it's not that huge of a deal. Grenade slot, we're only going to get 1 grenade. Crack grenade, so having more armor break, or do we go with the frag? Just damage. I'm mostly kind of looking at the crack, which is like the crack. Range 10. Area 2. Yeah, so the basic one, it's 5 damage with knockback. This is only 3 damage, but also has 3 armor break. I think we take the crack grenade. It gives me 1. It's a little bit more just kind of a generally nice, useful thing. It's not necessarily great. I might have armor that I could swap him to that would give me more grenades, but I like having the extra action point more with him. I like being able to shoot more, so that's really my priority there. So I've got the other polearm now.
Kalmar!
So Kalmar's currently using Blade of the Forsworn. What's my parry chance? 100%. Yeah, so with that high chance, I'm going to keep that with him. Gives him an automatic parry. So who's going to kill demons? I think I could go for one of my interceptors who's close combat focused, like Storm and Forest. So I haven't really used much, but if they're partially because they don't do enough damage, so I feel like I could do that. We could also go with Vorn, although Vorn's a bit slow. The hammer he's got doesn't do that much, but we could really turn him into an anti-demon killing machine. So that's an option. The other options, Foros has some pretty decent blades, 6 damage, and then if I do a Psy Strike, or it's not, Psy Bolt for shooting, and then it's Force Strike, I think, yeah, Force Strike, it ignores armor, so that's pretty good. It's at level 2. The anti-demon thing is probably better, but I feel like Storm, who was kind of my first interceptor, his weapon is not as good. It's 5 damage, it's got increased crit chance, but it's just not doing as much. I mean, partially I could level it up a bit more. So Force Strike goes really hard on his strikes, more crit damage, but our crit chance is just kind of okay. It's not bad, for sure. And I would probably swap this to somebody else if I give him the anti-demon polearm that we have. So I could give it to him, and then give that hammer maybe to Vorn. I think that would kind of make sense. And then Foros can keep the ones he's got. My other interceptors are Zabez and... where's the other guy? Kern. Are running guns primarily. So they have the silencers. So they're using those. Foros and Storm are the close combat guys. Yeah, I mean, we could definitely do that. We could give him that weapon, swap that one hammer out for Vorn. Or we could make more use of Vorn. And I feel like his main thing is he's really defensive focused. He just doesn't do enough damage, and I could definitely do that. Actually, can you even equip that? Yeah, he can equip it. So I can equip that with the shield. That is tempting. I definitely want to upgrade it, no matter what. The current hammer is okay. Do I have upgrades I can do on the hammer? So 4 strike does more damage. It's got more crit. When you crit with a melee weapon, 25% chance to get action points. Yes, I don't think I have any focus benefits, though. No. I've kind of using his psychic ability more than a weapon, because it hits a big area of effect. So even though this is a level 3, it's a bit weak, honestly. If I had like 100% crit chance, it would be quite good because of the crit damage. So I might swap that stuff around, although he still has a level 3, so it's not awful. Yeah, I mean, if we give it to Storm, I kind of feel like I have to start making more use of Storm. And Storm's good. He's not bad at all, for sure. We even have a couple crack grenades on him with some bonuses. The close combat weapon doesn't affect teleport strikes and stuff. But I can teleport strike, stop in a position where I can, beat up on somebody and then just hammer them. Or we could just teleport close and then start wailing on demons. Yeah, this weapon could definitely be upgraded. Could be better. Somebody who's got a guaranteed crit chance, which we can get. I mean, I've got Hammer Hand on him. I don't think the knockback is really that useful, so I don't know if I would ever do that, because I want people to stay where they're at while I beat on them and kill them. I don't want them to get knocked away, which makes me then kind of chase after them. Usually you can move and attack in one action. I don't think we'd move them back far enough that I couldn't hit them. So it might be okay. It's only 1 point. It just depends on how far it pushes them. I'm not sure. If it knocks them into something, they'll take some damage. Yeah, I mean, it could definitely be upgraded, but I feel like the straight up front anti-demon damage is better. So I do have okay weapons there. I was thinking they were worse, but yeah, I'd like the upfront damage. Is there anything else I could do? I really need better weapons for Thawne. He's right now kind of useless. Well, his abilities are fine, and his close combat ability is okay with the weapon he's got, but I need upgraded versions of those weapons. I think I'm going to go with my initial idea which was just to give it... Well, my initial idea was to give it to Storm, but then looking at it, I think giving it to Vorn is going to be better. He can do some defensive abilities that are going to help us out. He's got the Fury of the Ancients. Smite's not that big a deal. It's Fury of the Ancients that's quite good. So if they're bunched up, we Fury of the Ancients. If they're demons, we go stabbing kind of thing. Do I have anything? Yeah, he starts with Crack Shot, which unfortunately we're just not making use of. Crits with the melee attack. That's built into the weapon. So if I give you this, and then we're definitely going to upgrade to get the extra damage against demons. So that means even though it's 5, it's actually 9 against demonic, which is crazy good. The hammer I had, I don't know that I would give to anybody else.
Storm!
Might upgrade your hammer, though, while we're here. So 5. We can get stun and more crit damage. So this one, it's increased damage and then increased crit damage. So 4 strike does more straight up, whereas this would be more 4 strike for stun hits, which I feel is not really that useful. Even if it's +3, I mean, +3 it might be useful, but I feel like at this point it takes so many hits to get somebody stunned that it's not really worth it. I think I'd rather have the upfront damage. Let's upgrade that. And yeah, we can upgrade this, I guess. I was kind of holding off, but you know, most of the time we get knocked back a little bit, and if they knock back into something, it'll do some damage. I don't know about the stun. I do have a ton, so I might as well do it. Just because I have a bunch of the seeds, so we'll get it upgraded all the way. So if I do want a 4 strike, it's a bunch of stun, which could be useful. So I'll keep that for the 5 upfront damage. I think Foros we're going to keep what he's got, because it's doing 6 as a base, and then 4 striking it's ignoring armor, which is quite nice. So, not Rugen, I want Vorn. Yeah, I think that'll work. So we might want to take Vorn out now that we've got this thing, the Demon Flare. I think that's quite nice. I really need upgraded Storm Bolters for people. That's kind of the main place I feel like I'm falling a bit behind. Alright, we'll do a bit of talking to people, and then we will call it good. There's no other missions on the map. Everything has expired. We're kind of hanging out up here at the moment. Are you heading my direction? Or are you just sitting there? I think he's just sitting there for the moment.
The halo of your Aegis is strong. Are you ready?
Seems somber. Do you sense the Reaper's lingering warp energy?
That was merely the first of 5.
No, our brothers have cast it back into the warp. You've done well, but we have little time for such self-congratulatory notions. That was the first of 5.
Yes, if you like.
The trials on Titan do not prepare you for a greater demon.
I remember banishing my first greater entity.
I was newly promoted, assigned to the fallen world of Iconia to support the Inquisition in handling a Zinchian demon, a feathered lord. This creature had possessed a rebel leader and had nearly driven his followers to unseat the corrupt and despicable authority that ruled the planet. What happened?
My actions were tempered by my own lack of confidence in command.
I wish they would do all the dialogue. I knew what the Lord of Change is capable of, twisting the minds of all in proximity, but my actions were tempered by my own lack of confidence in command. The Inquisitors were more concerned with the success of their little rebellion than they were for the safety of Iconia. They assured me they would dispense with the creature quietly once the ruling power was deposed. I take it that didn't happen.
I was called back to the planet much later to clean up the mess.
Not surprised, it's the Inquisition. We bathed that demon in azure fire, but the cost had already been paid. 2 Inquisitors and countless innocent souls carried through a rift in the warp to some Zinchian domain. I have been serving my penance ever since. Couldn't have known what would happen.
We cannot afford to hesitate in our duty.
Come now, Commander. I knew then as you know now. The forces of chaos are not to be trifled with. The fate of the Imperium lies balanced on the head of a pin, and one simple lapse in judgment could tip us all towards eternal damnation. The fate of the galaxy does not rest on your shoulders.
No, it rests on yours.
The Edict is a formidable weapon in our war against chaos, and while my penance for Iconia denies me a glorious death in battle, I'm committed to guiding and supporting your command from within our walls. This is why you did not take up command?
Yes, though even that is not punishment enough.
It would seem. Now we must contend with this Inquisitor, eh? Throne. That catastrophe on Ursaria should have ended her authority, but it appears we must yet rely on her talents if we are to locate this threat. Remember Iconia, Commander. These Inquisitors know much, but their vision can be clouded. You should not permit them to cloud your own.
Yes, if you like. You have impressed me thus far.
I have my grievances, but then I'm a perfectionist. This used to vex Commander Agravain too. Alright.
Go with the wisdom of Janus, brother.
Lunet.
The Edict's machine spirits are silent. I await your input.
Has the Edict faced anything like the Reapers before?
We were involved in the banishment of the Buboesian princeling of Courteval 5.
Nothing quite as disgusting, but the Edict has faced all manners of creatures in its long history. Only shortly before you joined us, we were involved in the banishment. Yeah. What happened?
The gaseous fumes congealed with fermenting algae, creating a vector for the Buboesian princeling to enter the materium.
Yummy. Coulter Vol was an agri-world orbiting a gas giant. So then the gaseous fumes, right? Where my generator colleagues recommended using a pacifying agent, a foam formulated to separate the algae and unbind the demon. This would have been the most efficient strategy and would have protected the Imperium's assets. However, gas with a high methane content burns fast and bright, and Ektar was in no mood for mercy when he kindled the princeling with his purifying flame.
Vox exchange parameters updated.
Recovered a prime seed. Any insight into its origin?
It is the core of a relic, corrupted long ago.
And used to spawn the smaller seeds we've seen so far. I believe the Inquisitor is correct. If we purge it of its taint, then it can be brought back to a purpose that serves the machine god. There are many on Mars that would give up their mechandrites to study these. I'm assuming it would be Eldar in origin because of the initial conflict being on an Eldar craft world.
Vox exchange parameters updated.
Alright.
All praise to the machine god.
Talk to Vakir.
Can I help you, Commander?
We've successfully purged a Reaper.
You sound as if you had doubts, Commander.
Perhaps next time you'll have a little more faith in those who serve as the Emperor's right hand. Follow my lead, and we will destroy the other 4 strains as well. Yeah, I really don't trust her. Partially she's an Inquisitor, but she's awfully sure of herself, too. I feel like she's secretly corrupt or something.
If you like.
There's a particular faction in the Inquisition that wants to have more conflict because they think it'll actually strengthen the Imperium. So they actively want like demonic incursions and horrible things to happen because they think that'll make humanity and the Imperium stronger in the long run. I find I know very little about you, Inquisitor.
Your own existence is shrouded in secrecy.
Is that not somewhat hypocritical of you, Commander? You yourself remain a closed book in our conversations. Yes, we're well trained in reserve and restraint.
You are forgiven. It is not in my nature to speak about myself.
I'm not accustomed to small talk either. Still, that our exchanges will never leave these secret halls is reassuring. Ask of me what you will. Are all in the Inquisition as ruthless as you?
My mentor was stern, and so I followed his lead.
Not all of them. You didn't play well with others, and neither do I. So you work alone.
I call in support when needed. That's why I'm here with you, after all.
It is true, though, that I rarely work with my other colleagues. Too many Inquisitors in one sector tend to end in misunderstanding and bloodshed, and few share my Thorian outlook. Mention being a Thorian.
Yes, the Golden Throne cannot sustain the Emperor forever.
It is only sensible to seek a means of rebirth for the Master of Mankind before he is lost to all of us.
If you like.
The Thorians are one of the more sane groups, but I don't remember exactly what they believe.
I see why Brother Ektar chose you as Agravain's successor.
Persecuted the destruction of the filthy warp spawn on par with the most notable commanders. If I were on Titan, then I would be keeping a keen eye on you.
Enough for now. The bloom festers.
Alright, what are we doing here? Research in progress, 16 days. Construction in progress, 17 days. Grandmaster Report still quite a ways away. Fool's back in 6 days, so is Iolanthus. Palamedes will be retrained in 8. So yeah, we're just kind of waiting at this point for more missions to pop up. So I'll just kind of move somewhere more central and wait for missions to come in, although we do have a lot of corruption down here we might want to keep an eye on. There's also a lot there. So yeah, those two worlds are probably some of the worst off. That's pretty bad too in this area. I could go fight a cruiser here, but we're going to end it today. I'm not sure what I'll do. I'll come back and take a look. So I could go run into the cruiser and then kind of hang out up here because there's a system that's pretty badly corrupted, but there's also a couple down here. So maybe we'll head more central and just sort of hang out. Alright, that's going to do it for today. This has been more Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.